Hey everyone, happy Friday, and it's been a good Friday. We've got green on the week, we've got green on the day, and we're back up to all-time highs. So that's a good thing. A good day. We traded three stocks. We traded TGL, which was an IPO yesterday. So Treasure Global is the company, Treasure Global Incorporated, and they traded under the ticker TGL. We traded this kind of early. We traded pre-market, and then we traded out of the blocks. We got kind of like 5,700 pre-market out of the blocks. It launched up. We took a position, took some profit off, half of our profit off, about 3,000 in the green on this particular trade, and then we weren't quick enough with our hotkeys as it flushed back to set the stop. And when we did set the stop, we lost 3,000. So that ended up being a scratch trade. So we ended up, well, just a bit better than a scratch trade. We ended up 5,800 on TGL. Then we traded VERU. So VERU moved up steadily pretty much throughout the day. We traded VERU in the afternoon. We got a little over $5,500 with VERU. And then we traded Top. Top Financial Group. So Top Financial Group had a good day on Monday, and then it sold off on Tuesday, Wednesday. Had a really good rally yesterday, and it sold off again today. But then in the afternoon, it bounced and moved up, and that's when we traded it. And we managed to get nearly 9,000 on Top Financial. So I'll just show you some of the actual moves and what we've got. Enjoy the trade recap. So we started to trade. We traded TGL, and this is where we got in. This is the move that we got here, and we traded this. We got what did we get? We got in here on this pullback, and we moved up, and we got 3,500, and we got out when it started to pull back again. First candle make a new low. That's where we got out. And we had the exit indicators, we had dojis and the like. So we had the exit indicator. So we got out 5,700. We did trade this at the open here as it moved up, and we got in for the break of $14.5, break of the $0.5. It moved up. We took profits, and then it moved down, and we lost those same profits. So that was a bit of a scratch trade, and unfortunately, we did. I think we made about between $1,500 or whatever it was, but we finished 5,800 on TGL. Now, VERU, we did trade VERU. VERU's just been steady all day. So I came back after walking the dog. We saw this kind of double bottom formation here. And we got in a little bit later. We got this big move up and then a big pullback, and this is where we got in. And we traded it up, and then we traded this for a couple of hours. Actually, we were trading this until it started to just consolidate. We got out here. We didn't get back in, and it started to consolidate, and then it had a big pop here. So when it pulled back, we got back in, and we was able to ride it up to the highs at kind of 1860s. It's now trading 1866 as it is. So it went up to over $19. And so we did manage to trade this fairly well. VERU, almost $6,000 on it. So all in all, very happy with that. We did then trade Top Financial, and this sold off pretty much all day. Then it moved up. It bounced at the VWAP, and then when it started to move up again, this is where we got in. It bounced at the VWAP and pulled back. But as it made new highs here, we got in for the break of the VWAP, and we rode this up all the way up to 1550s. It did pull back all the way back down on the bounce on the VWAP. We got in for a bounce on the VWAP, and we got a good dollar move back up again before we actually exited the position. We didn't trade this. We got this little pullback, but we didn't trade that little bit. But we got nearly $9,000 out of it. So that's a really good trade there as well, giving us a fully green day, 100% trade accuracy. $20,000. We were 16,000 in the hole. We had a $16,000 drawdown from earlier in the week when we started, and we've cleared that and we've got a bit of profit on top of that. So we're back on track. Now, I was due to start the small account challenge today. I was watching for so top. There was no leverage available on top, for example. TGL, there was no leverage available on TGL. So again, these are things that you've got to take into account. You don't get leverage. You don't get your margin leverage on every single stock. There are certain stocks that depending on the broker, some will give you leverage, some won't. So you've got to take that into account. With a small account, that's very key. So I've been watching for moves, watching for what we could trade with the leverage, because I will need the leverage. Starting with $2,500. So I'm going to need the leverage on the small account challenge. And as a result, didn't see anything that was moving with real volatility today. So it's been a zero trade day. First day, zero trade day. So we'll scratch that. We'll see if there's anything moving on Monday, and we'll start it again on Monday. Well, we'll go for a start on Monday, but no trades made in small account today. So that's where we are. I will do a separate recap when I start trading the small account, when I do get some trades on the small account. So unfortunately, nothing really jumped out for a safe small trade, but I'll be back at it on Monday. I will be trading pre-market on Monday, and I did say I'm not going to trade the small account pre-market, but let's see. If there's something moving well, then I'll be a fool not to. So I'll be back at it 90 minutes before the market opens. So that's 8 o'clock East Coast. That's 1 p.m. where I'm based in Ireland, or anywhere in the UK, 2 p.m. on the continent of Europe. Come join me on Monday and we'll do it all over again. Have a good weekend.